Hello, it's me, Fulton Battlestone, from the Danger Club. Did you know the Danger Club has a Patreon? Yeah, you can get exclusive content and rewards. And maybe Fulton will even send you some shoe cheese or some pocket meat. Actually, I'm not sure I can actually do that because I haven't sorted out a distributor and, well, anyway... Bye!
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Surprise, strangers, in my room. You're supposed to be my monkey bodyguard. Where's Philip? What have you done with him? You flushed him down the toilet?
Rappy baggy buggy bumper.
You just made that up. That's not Dwarven.
Shania instructual on how to stealthily dig through garbage.
Fulton Battlestone.
Yes, Fulton. Me, friend.
Is this the first time that Pocket Meat will have any strategic advantage in a game we play?
Make a diplomacy check.
14.
The adventure continues now.
We're rolling.
Does anybody have a movie that is like their go-to movie, like a chill, like one, not like a favorite movie, but one that you just put on if you want to chill out?
Yeah,
Got loads, man.
Princess Mononoke.
Oh, good choice. I mean, that's quite heavy for.
I know it is. It can get quite heavy in places. It's very beautiful and relaxing and soothing, and goes spikes with the intensity every now and then. But I don't know. There's a tale to be told there, and I find soothingness in the resolution of that tale being told.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, shut
Saving
up.
Private. Gosh, that's another heavy.
He's talking.
Nah, mine's Back to the Future, probably.
Oh, nice. Yep, that's understandable.
Flash Gordon for me, I think.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's like
How many times you seen those movies?
I can quote the entire script.
Yeah.
That it sounds like a challenge. Are we going to put that on Patreon, James, from memory, just reading?
That's a Patreon. Yeah,
I think I have actually done the opening titles to Flash Gordon previously on the Danger Club.
I can't let it go. Give us the first 30 seconds now. Go on. Give us the first 10 seconds or something. 20.
Clytus,
I wanna
I'm bored. What plaything can you offer me? An obscure body in the SK system. Its inhabitants refer to it as the planet Earth. How peaceful it looks.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
If you would like to hear James dub the entire movie, and then we'll put it out.
Would you
Put on a weird pedal. Yeah, it's a great script. It's such an amazing film.
You'll have to trust us that we put it out because we'll get a copyright strike and it'll get taken down as soon as we put it out. But
we could definitely do it as Patreon content. I just want to hear the audiobook of James just doing the script.
Yeah.
Speaking of
It
copyright
sounded
strikes,
resonant and delightful.
Oh yeah, it was good. Speaking of copyright strikes, is there a bit in Flash Gordon where he has to put his hand into a box and his hand into a plant of pain?
Hand into a tree stump, and a tree stump that had previously
Tree stump.
claimed Peter Duncan of
Now,
Blue Peter.
I've
Yeah,
got
that's
a
right,
question
yeah.
for you, James, and you will know the answer for
Yes.
this. What came first, Flash Gordon or Dune?
Oh, Flash Gordon.
So Flash Gordon was made before Dune was written.
This is I answered correctly. Flash Gordon as a character came way before Dune. Flash Gordon was originally a comic strip sort of character from the 1920s, I believe. He goes way back, 1930s. Then there was like an old black and white TV version with little ships on wires with what's it called? Sparklers come out the back. Really crap. The film adaptation came after the book, but I think still prior to David Lynch's version of Dune, which is seen as the iconic film of Dune. So, yeah.
Had there in any of the 1920 stories, to your knowledge, been a bit where a character puts their hand into a tree stump of pain?
Oh, probably.
Okay, so we can safely say, without any shadow of a doubt, that
I know where you're going with this.
that Frank Herbert ripped that bit off of Flash Gordon.
He did. He might have done. I mean, it's a different function because they I don't want to say anything because obviously there is a major motion picture coming up very, very soon, and it probably has just dropped in around this time.
We should talk about it here because I can't think of any of us that runs or has like a podcast about films or anything. So we should probably just do that here.
Let's do it here.
Now this is in the book, but it is a test. It is a test. I'm not going to say who or what or why because it doesn't really make sense. You have to watch the thing. But it is a box, a little box he puts his hand in. Now the tree stump in Flash Gordon has a weird, like bulbous green sort of scorpion
creature,
thing,
isn't it?
which injects Peter Duncan. Oh, Peter Duncan. With
Poor old Peter Duncan.
Spare me the madness. A little bit more script for you there. And Timothy Dalton stabs him just stabs him dead to spare him the madness. Yeah. It's a great scene. And Richard O'Brien as well. Keep playing his pipes.
The way you described it first, it definitely sounded like Peter Duncan was just like dragged into the hole in the tree stump. He just put his hand in the tree. It's just like, nom, 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 nom. Oh,
yeah,
it's a great scene actually. Really good.
So it's a test of manhood, becoming a man.
Yeah.
So the hand in a hole and weird stuff happens to you. Possibly a test, possibly madness. That's a sci-fi trope, we would say.
A little bit. I mean, the scene that comes later is really cool because it establishes that Peter Duncan obviously died. The dread threat of this tree stump with the weird thing in it, and then later on, Prince Baron, played by Timothy Dalton, and Flash Gordon, played by Sam Jones, they play a sort of Russian roulette based around the tree stump, and they both dare each other to put their hand in the stump at alternate times. And then Flash Gordon pretends he's been bitten, and then pushes him away and leaps off into the vines. And
he's clever, isn't he?
He's
Flash.
It's a terrific film. If you haven't watched it,
he saved every one of us.
He did.
It is a fantastic film. It's a real feel-good film. It's got Queen as the soundtrack. It's got a cast of legend. Just do yourself a favour.
If you want a good double bill, watch Flash Gordon and then Ted. It's like we accidentally did that. I hadn't seen Flash Gordon, right? And Holly, this is like, how we've been together. This is about 8-9 years ago, right? And she said, I can't believe you haven't seen Flash Gordon. I was like, I know, weird, right? So we watched Flash Gordon, and then afterwards we watched Ted, not knowing anything about it, and wow, that works so well.
It's like an unofficial sequel, isn't it?
Is.
Well, it is. I mean, it was the first time that I liked Family Guy, and I was on a very small, I think I've told the story before, but I was in Thailand in 2008 on a very small little island called Phi Phi. And we were watching, I was having a cup of coffee because I don't really drink coffee in the Thais. I was having a lovely cup of coffee. And the news came on that Michael Jackson had died, to give it a timestamp. And then we watched an episode of Family Guy, and it was the one where he goes back in time and then ends up getting chased by Hawkman and things like that. And I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. That's the Hawkman from Flash Gordon. He keeps referencing Flash Gordon. I love this. Actually, I never appreciated this program before. Of course, now I appreciate the genius of hilarity of Family Guy. But
of course.
Yeah, and it got me into it. He is a massive Flash Gordon fan. Huge.
Can I ask? I always thought it was Hawkman. I didn't realize his name was Hawkman, like David Hawkman.
Like Hawkmen. Well, they are Hawkmen of the Hawk people. Yeah,
and Hawkman and Hawkwoman, Hawkgirl from the DC comics are also Hawk people.
Well, they're Hawk people. I suppose they would be Hawk people now. There is only one Hawk lady in it, and that's his tiny sort of daughter, who's maybe about 7 or 8, with little pink wings. Yeah.
What about Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk? Yeah.
No one recognizes him. He turns up in the film, but you can't recognize who he is.
I'm Rolling Hawk.
It's a shame. Yeah.
I'm twitched on a skateboard. His special move is the Ollie.
I like the idea that Hawk Girl pronounces it as Hawk Girl and Hawkman pronounces it as Hawkman.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing between the two of them. Like, they're just like, the fuck does Hawkman mean?
Yeah. Well, that's their name for Hawk Bards as well. It's just a Hawkman. So there. Drum, what's your film?
Princess Bride or Labyrinth, one of those two.
Yeah, quality choice.
go-to.
I mean,
Listen, because this is an interesting concept. But what are we talking here? Is this the film that you can put on in the background and do other things, or is this the film that you just chill to?
for chilling.
I went on
Do you know
feel
what I mean?
good, a feel good chill film. Yeah, is that right, Dan?
Yeah, it's a chill film. It's like your. So for me, it's a film I put on if Fee's away working on business, if she's away for a thing, and I've got the place to myself. I'm gonna get a nice bottle of red wine. I'm gonna order a takeaway that has loads of chili on it that she wouldn't like, and I'm gonna put on. And for me, it's Goodfellas. I'm gonna put on Goodfellas. Nice. And just enjoy that because I know it's too violent and loud and she wouldn't like it. And I'm just like, this is my time to just chill and watch this.
Okay, that is something totally different, Dan. In my head,
that's quite an intense
from what
film.
you watched. Because
intense.
if Holly's away, I don't watch The Princess Bride. I watch something fucking horrendous. You know what I mean? That's obviously the go-to. Yeah.
So this is why I was an interest. This is why I needed clarification, man.
Yeah,
I
get it. Yeah.
I want to know what John watches.
But good choice, Dad. But absolutely good choice. Dad.
Yeah. What horrific thing do you want to watch when Holly's away, Drum?
Not Herbie Goes Bananas.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, just really bad films.
Yeah, just awful film.
No, I really enjoyed watching the new It movie, the first one, the second one.
Haven't seen it yet.
Away.
Yeah, I think they're good films. I think
I mean, the second one, like, it always suffers from the fact that, like, you know,
it's not the first
with
film,
the adults, it's like, why are you scared anymore? Like, you're fucking adults. Grow up.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. I just don't find that it works. Like, when you've got little kids and like a scary thing, like, it's like you feel the terror when you're watching, you know, sort of grown people go, oh god, you just go, oh, come on, mate.
Just punch him in the face.
Butt your ideas up. I don't know. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, Georgie.
But like, it's because it's like playing on these fears and like, I don't know. But yes, I think they're both pretty fucking good.
I know who I'm going to if a supernatural clown starts attacking my town. I'm just going to go straight to Drum, who is categorically never going to be scared of anything like that.
Because obviously it's just, you're just you're a figment of my imagination. Piss off. You know what I mean? That's the reason.
Pop the balloon.
That's the reason. Exactly. It's like, no, you're ridiculous. Get out of my face.
That's how you defeat all fictional bad guys. Just being going, well, you're not real, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Exactly, but also
just walk away.
Also, this is why Candyman is the greatest fucking horror movie ever, because if you don't believe in him, that's why he comes to get you. That is fucking scary. When I was a kid, like shit. You know what I mean, like always with like sort of Freddy Krueger or whatever, I go like, oh, but you know, even if I have a dream, it's not real, and then I used to go to bed after watching Candyman going, no, I do believe in you. Please don't come and get me. Oh, God. Like, I was so conflicted. It was horrendous.
So if you don't believe in him, he comes to kill you. That sounds like... Have you ever heard of a thought experiment called, I might misquote this, Rococo or Roco's Basilisk?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
No, you're thinking of Barocca, Ross.
No,
Barocca's
my friend.
effervescent vitamin C.
I can assure you. But
it's a wrestler, right?
If none of you know about it, then perhaps some people some of the listeners will know what I'm talking about.
And
they will know why I cannot continue this conversation, because it is cursed knowledge and I shan't continue this conversation.
Okay. But now I'm my interest is piqued.
I promise you, by the end of this episode, you will forget to look it up, and that will be a good thing for you.
Yes. I tell you what.
Anyway,
I tell you what we should do. Next time Holly's away, tell Drum what it is, and then he can know horrible Lovecraftian cosmic horror while she's away, and have a beer.
I mean, you'll be pleased to know I wasn't paying attention when you said that, and I tend to skip the intros anyway when I proof the podcast.
You do tell us you skip the intros an awful lot, Dan. You make that quite clear. You do make that quite clear.
That's why I like to keep it to an even 10. Then I just have to press tap forward 10 times, and then I'm into the episode.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said. I phased out for a few seconds then.
It's 13 minutes, but then I didn't hold my 10 fingers up.
In your face, future Dan. You've got 3 minutes to go.
I think the last one was 13 as well. Boom.
Lucky 13.
Well, I might cut some of it, so actually you might get down. I might get you down to 12, Dan.
Fingers crossed.
Dan.
We live in hope. Well, speaking of disappointing clowns and people who shove their hands in disgusting things, the Danger Club are in a pile of trash.
Yeah, we are.
Trying to make friends with a giant toad person. You've made your way into the archive of the Sun. You made your way to the very first room. You put your hands into a pile of garbage. You stuck them out the other side, and there's toad people in there. Fulton is negotiating through charcuterie.
Yeah,
which is a very lofty way of describing the food that he brings to the table, or hand rather than table in this case.
Yeah.
How do you feel you're going? You rolled a diplomacy check at the end of the last one, Ross. How confident are you?
Well,
it's gone
with a 14, I've just got to hope these two people, are friendly and they have, what is it? Will to subdue them, I guess. Like they need to have weak will.
What is this subduing thing? What do you
Well,
want to subdue
no, I
them?
don't mean subdue. Like I mean subdue them to stop them from attacking us.
You don't have to subdue. You could just talk to them. You don't have to subdue anything.
We don't speak their language unless you want me to.
Just because you don't speak the language doesn't mean you have to subdue them.
He wants.
What do you think I do on holiday?
Ross tonight
All right,
is being-
England for 400 years.
Ross tonight is being played by the British Empire. So
Yeah. I'll just go to France and go, I don't speak you, subdue you!
What's that nonsense? No, subdued. There we are.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm sure we're not going to subdue them.
They call him the pacifier.
What a dummy. Whee!
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I mean, I think, all I wanted was friendly monks. Just friendly monks, just once. What is this?
Well, there's no jars for you to smash over their heads.
It's more's the pity. More's the pity. Dan, can I do a knowledge? Ooh, what would it be? A knowledge,
To see
Cultism?
what these things are.
Yeah.
It's society to know what these things are.
We literally fished one out of a big tank.
We did.
2 days
We
ago.
did, but I want to learn more about them if I can, rather than just like it's a boggard.
Yeah.
And also
do that by talking to
the
them.
giant lizard as well, if possible. No. So
It's such a
I'm going to think
wizard
about
thing.
it first and then subdue. It's 23. No, sorry, that's bollocks. 21.
A 21. I believe.
And the lizard thing as well. Like, what? Just anything about their culture that might be useful, or about their.
Oh, just the same dice roll for both of them.
Oh, no,
there.
I can roll again if you like.
Give me a nature on the lizard.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you a little bit about Boggards before we get into it. So, Boggards are repulsive toad creatures. And that's not a general fact. I'm figuring that's just how Velda thinks of them. So they are they're cousins of Grippleys. They're not the same as Grippleys though. Grippleys are much smaller. Boggards are huge. They are very aggressive amphibians. They live in swamps and marshes, sometimes in the rainforest. They hatch into tadpoles and fiercely compete for food, eating each other until only a few are left of that clutch. They live in small communities, usually not in towns. They often live outside of towns, where they keep guardian beasts like crocodiles or other feral lizards, things like that. They usually live under the rulership of a king, a Boggard tribe. Interesting stuff about them. Do you want to know? I'll tell you one thing about them with that roll from in terms of stats. What do you know about? What do you want to know?
Natural resistances, probably.
Natural
Or like resistances,
A very sensible thing to ask. They have no natural immunities or resistances. So anything you got will affect them as normal. I mean, they're very good at making their way around in swamps. So if you planning on turning the ground into a swamp, probably ain't going to mess with their day too much. But that's about all you need to know. Give me a nature check on
and
the old
as for those lizards,
Wait, hold
11.
on. Fucking necromancer Velda.
What?
I rolled in the last episode and I want to know if I fucking succeeded.
It's a very
that is fair.
thing you did.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, an 11 on the lizard. You know nothing about lizards, Jon Snow. However, Fulton Battlestone, the toad, the Boggard, steps back and just eyes you suspiciously, and just snatches a hand away and just starts trying to wipe the chew cheese from their hands, and it's getting stuck on the other hand. It's very hard to get off, very gluey sort of cheese. Like, the Fulton Battlestone. Who are you?
Friend. I am a toad. You are a toad. We are toad.
Bom, bom, yeah.
You all appear over the garbage.
I put my hand out to
Amazing.
him to like gesture him to hold my hand.
Oh.
And then I sort of put my other hand in my hand to show him what to do.
blah, 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 and takes the Boggart holds both of your hands. The Boggart's hands are wet and slimy.
Come on, let's go home. Your home, yes?
Blah,
Oh,
blah, blah,
lead.
blah, 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 blah.
Lead.
It leans over his shoulder and just talks to the one behind it. It's like, that matters done. The other was like, blah, 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 pocket meat.
Yes.
The thing was, blah, 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 pocket meat.
Yep. You can. I pull some pocket meat out.
How? You are holding both of its hands with your hands.
I let go of one of his hands.
Blah, 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 blah.
There we go. Sorry.
I come up behind Fulton and like that bit in Ghost or whatever, I just reach down to his pocket, his armpit. So where are you keeping this shit now?
Oh no.
No, there's armpit meat is a different cut of meat. The pocket meat is a different bit. So yeah.
Do you know what cut of the meat it is?
Where is the pocket meat? Is it in your pockets?
So it's in my pockets. Yeah.
Great, cool. I go in Fulton's pockets and just breathe a little bit on his ear and bring out the pocket meat for these.
My darling. The Boggart immediately shoots its tongue out as the pocket meat appears, and just it sticks to it and just pulls it back in.
Can we see any obvious exits to this room?
Yes, on at the far end of the room, on the other side of the two Boggards and the lizard, there is a set of double doors.
Cool. It doesn't look like there's anything useful in here, is there?
You could rifle through all the muck, but you'd need to basically spend some time searching.
Probably not. If we can come back to it if necessary. Caragor points at himself and then at Fulton and then the rest of them, and then points at the set of double doors and looks hopefully towards lead Boggart.
Pocket meat.
Canaga, throw some pocket meat over there.
No, they want your pocket meat, so I'm just
I'm running out. I was low on it before.
You're running out! You had an infinite supply! Why now, when we actually need the one thing you have had for years? How could you be running? We're not doing this now. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a meeting. We're going to have a meeting, you and me. Right.
All right. Well, you can use some of the armpit meat.
No. I think they're into the one particular brand, and that's the brand. Their brand loyalty is high on pocket meat. I'm going to get a tiny piece of pocket meat. I'm going to give it to him. Then we're going to move, and then if they stop us, then I'll do the same thing. All right.
Okay.
Do you hear that, Danger Club?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Yes. Seems like a good plan.
So
yes,
whilst Fulton's
fine.
like moving with his hands out, I've got my hands in his pockets, and we're all shuffling forward. And I'm dispensing tiny pieces of pocket meat. My hands probably stink.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. You couldn't pay me enough to put my hand in Fulton's pocket.
Your hands smell of... What does it smell like, Ross? What does it smell like in Fulton's pockets?
It's a mixture of like a men's locker room from a gym and meat, pepperami, gone off pepperami, and a little bit of salt.
I'm glad you specified that it was a men's locker room from a gym, because for a while I was like, it could be men's locker room from a library.
Yeah, they got locker rooms in libraries.
Swimming pools, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. 2 examples, good. So I
train stations.
As I got my hands in my pockets, I look back to Velda and go like, "Aye, Velda, I do the jobs that need to be done." Trained in wet work. How close are we getting to this door?
So you start making your way. You get about halfway across. The trouble is, once you get about halfway across, the other Boggard realises what's going on and rushes over. And as soon as it does, the big lizard rushes over as well. And all three of them just start crowding Fulton and just start lapping at Fulton with sticky tongues, trying to get into his pockets.
Leave him behind. Just leave him. By the time he comes back, he might actually be clean.
Okay. Good shout. But Caragor takes one of his hands out of Fulton's pockets, puts it into his bag, takes out one ration, looks at the lizard, and then just overhand yeets it way to the other side of the room.
You throw it to the other side. So in the direction of the door, or back in the direction of the garbage?
We're going in the direction of the door, back in the direction of, any other corner, but the garbage is fine.
The direction of the garbage. All right, you throw the food over to the other side. The lizard the lizard. I'm gonna give this lizard a will save. In fact, give me a nature check to see how. Let's have a nature check to see how tantalizing you managed to make this food
17.
appeal to this lizard. A 17. The lizard sniffs the air and then barrels after the meat, running over both of the Boggards as it does, who just sort of tumble on the floor into it, and they all end up just in a big heap for a moment as the lizard starts chowing down on the meat.
Quick, here's the chance.
That's funny, that, because I got these rations from Kidway. It was just porridge. That's all it was. I don't know why a lizard likes it.
Just a handful of porridge.
Just, all right, go on, and we leg it towards the door.
Go.
It was International Porridge Day the other day, so appropriate. There you go. You barrel out of the room. You run out through the double doors. You close the doors behind you. You turn round. Wellbe Good Barrel is standing there with you, just going, oh my goodness.
What the buggery are you doing here?
Why didn't you go home?
I'm going home.
Watched him leave.
I got lost.
So you know that thing where Dan was like, "Oh, this is on you." If you kill it. It's actually Dan, isn't it? Dan wants him to die, right?
This definitely turned around. I just like Wellbe. It was on you to begin with. You definitely brought. We ended the last one of those episodes with you bringing him in, but no, this is all my sadistic nature. Let's hear a little bit about this room, shall we?
Yes. Let's.
Okay. So this room here is a huge room, and it's lit by an enormous glowing sun symbol on the floor. It's like a loose spiral with 8 triangles around it, like rays stretching out from it. So it's a kind of stylized sun. There are 2 holes about a foot in diameter up in the ceiling. One is directly above the center of the symbol. The other is offset by about 10 feet and sort of shines on the end of the spiral, whereas the middle one shines right on the center of the spiral. There are a couple of stone fonts in the southwest and southeastern corner, full of water, and they seem to have clean water in it. There is a door to the south. There is a door to the west.
Anything else in the room?
There doesn't appear to be anything else here. There are no creatures in this room.
Can I detect magic?
Detect magic. It is magical.
This place is full of magic, man.
Well, I mean that
great.
having a glowing
What kind of
sun on the
magic?
floor isn't particularly natural.
Yeah, so we should. What I'm saying is we should.
Necromancer.
What,
We should
glowing
probably
suns?
tread a bit
It's not very
carefully,
necromancy, is it? I mean, if it was like a throbbing skull or something like that, then that might be something.
throbbing
Right,
skull?
enough
Yes,
about your
you know,
throbbing
Something which is
skulls, mate.
bereft of blood vessels and therefore cannot throb.
Pulsing skull, sort of bleeding acid from its eyes, and constantly emitting some sort of
take your
tortured
pulsing
howl of
skull
the souls
elsewhere,
which
you.
inhabit its very form. That would be quite necromancy. But no, a glowing sun, that's just a bit sort of.
Should we be worried about walking across the glowing sun, though?
No!
I mean, this is some sort of puzzle.
Should I try and work out what it is using some kind of knowledge?
Give me a
some kind of knowledge check.
Some kind of knowledge.
What is the sum total of your knowledge?
I have a special feat in this. I can sort of call on my sort of past, like my experience of stuff.
I mean, I think
Can't
we've
remember what it's
all
called.
got that ability.
No. It's like
Even outside of these fantasy role-playing games, we've kind of got that ability. It's quite common, actually.
you're a piece of shit.
Your special drum.
Okay.
Ancestral longevity.
Would you like-
It's called.
Yeah.
That is actually very useful. So it's a nature check or a religion check. Your choice.
Okay.
I'll try a religion check. No, actually,
Okay.
no. They're both.
I'm going to do a nature check. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh no, Velda's got no idea.
okay.
No idea. This
Wait,
isn't
I'm
his bag
confused.
at all.
Did the ancestral longevity mean that Drum can do a nature or a religion check? Was that the deal?
No,
No.
anyone can make those
Oh, okay.
checks.
But the ancestral longevity means I get more to my roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Velda. This is not Velda's bag. It's not magic or society. So,
This has been a very Velda game of just James interrupting other people's turns to fail knowledge checks.
Hey.
It's just Velda's just been walking into people doing other stuff and just being like, "Well, just so you know, guys, I don't know anything about this."
Can I make a little bardic lore check? Would that be?
See, it's spreading.
Yeah, cool. All right.
20 was the nature check.
A 20 on the nature. Okay, you with the nature, you don't know. I'm afraid you don't know what is going on here.
It's a terrible
Right,
roll.
my bardic lore check was 26.
A 26.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you've seen some similar things. You've heard tale of similar things like this. You know, obviously, that it is plainly magical. It seems to be part of a network of power. So it is something designed to provide power to something. It is connected and controlled by something, by probably another symbol or something like it, but it is not activated from here. So whatever it is, the activation for it is somewhere else.
I've seen this before. This is like a bunch of power. It's not controlled here, so it's probably all right and safe to walk across. And
Okay,
that,
but it is providing power to somewhere?
Yeah, it's kind of like a network of power, if that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Controlled from
so we
somewhere
can
else.
go across.
I mean,
Do you know,
I'll go first.
hold on. Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
Why not?
Hang on. No, hang on. There's no need. I'm just going
Go around the
to
outskirts.
toss a little bit of rock onto the sun.
No, don't toss a rock.
Why?
Toss me.
No, I'm tossing this little
No
bit
one
of pebble
tosses
here.
a dwarf.
Yeah, six.
Nobody tosses a rock.
What? Who said that?
It's got my rap career going. A rock runs.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Nice.
You pick up a rock and you throw it into the sun symbol. It clatters across the floor. The light shines on it, but it doesn't appear to have any effect.
Go on then, little faulty, have a little run.
Okie dokie.
Hang on, what shouldn't we send like Jam or something?
I run across past the light.
You run through the light. Nothing happens.
Oh, there we go.
You light up for a minute, but you look up. It reminds you of the day hole.
Oh, it's
Day
like
hole.
the day hole, only bigger.
Okay. So just let's remember where this is in case we need to turn the. Like we could smash it and maybe the power won't go to somewhere if we end up getting into some troubles or something.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, are you writing this down on your map, Velda?
Yeah,
There-
well, you
well-
got the map out.
No, there is no map, and I would advise it against smashing things willy-nilly.
I didn't
Well,
say
why don't you
willy-nilly.
join them-
Who said the fucking willy-nilly? Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what it is. What the fuck?
What do you mean I don't know what it is?
You came in and you went, I don't understand what this is.
Well, yes.
And then, luckily, someone else found out what it is, and now we know what it is.
Yes, but
you're not the fucking authority on presentation, and I didn't say willy-nilly. I said it's a thing to remember. If we find out that something's coming from somewhere, and then we fucking... Why don't you just shut the fuck up, okay? Just for
Yeah,
a minute.
man.
Yeah, Velda.
Yeah, Velda.
Jesus Christ, Velda.
Draw your map.
Rubby
Just
biggy
draw your
buggy
map.
bumper.
You said it differently.
I can't believe you're still getting it right. Or that we know what right is.
Right, there's a door to the west, and there's a door to the... Is that right, Dan? There's one to the west,
That
one
is-
to the north, is that right?
One to the south.
One to the south. Right,
I
so
mean,
south...
you could make a door to the north if you're feeling creative.
yeah, right. Should we have a door to the... west or south? I think west.
So my heart beats on the west, but doesn't beat
Don't
on
you
the
dare.
south.
Don't you dare.
My heart beats on the side of its west.
Never again.
On the side of Kanye West.
We came in. It doesn't matter. Did we come in that side door that we came in through? That both I and Bubba helped unlock. Was that like on the east side? Was it the west side? Was it?
So that was on the eastern side. So you've been heading in a kind of westerly direction.
Okay, so we've been going in a straight line this entire time. So we've been moving west.
Yeah.
Can Bubba smell, go up to both doors and just have a sniff?
Sure.
Yeah,
Go
I'll just-
ahead. You
I
sniff.
I didn't know
at
you had
both of them.
smell.
Always knew you were a door sniffer.
Of course I can fucking smell.
No, but
Who do
I
you
mean,
think I
I'm
am?
assuming you got heightened or something, yeah?
Nah, man, just having a sniff.
Also, so any one of us could go. Okay, I'm going to have a sniff as well. Okay, fine.
I'm going to have a sniff.
Alright.
What role should we use
We-
for sniffing?
Perception, probably.
It's perception.
All right,
yeah.
okay.
It's perception.
18.
18,
20.
All right, 18. 20. Very nice.
I got a... Oh, fuck. Fuck! A 27.
Oh wow, fucking hell.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, none of you really have a good enough scent to be able to tell very much. However, Fulton, that was an incredibly good roll. So I can tell you the way to the south absolutely stinks.
What does it stink of, Dan?
It stinks of
flesh?
No. Stinks of shit.
Right.
Oh,
Like
it
it's a
smells.
sewer.
It smells bad down this one, and I point to the.
But wait,
that was the
Fulton,
south door.
what kind of bads? There are many types. Please elaborate.
Does it smell like shit? Like shit. Smell like a big old nasty bag of shit. Okay.
It smells, like the duty.
Now hang on.
Well-
If that doorway to the south out of here to us, wouldn't that lead in the direction of the main double doors? Because if we came in from the east and we're going west and there's an opportunity to go south, wouldn't that be heading towards the direction of the main double doors? Is that correct?
Really?
Come in from the east and you go south.
You reckon the main entrance is probably in the south, probably in the southwest.
Okay, so if we
So you've come in from the east, you've gone north through the library, and then you've gone east through the door, or west through the door.
I didn't know
rather,
we'd gone
sorry.
north as well. Okay. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, because that was you getting past all the slime and stuff that was going north through that room.
If only we had Velda's map.
Exactly.
My map of the ossuary.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Shall
look,
we go
the
towards
air
the shit?
smells. The air smells nicer down that way. I reckon we always follow our nose. You know?
But that means what? Following the nose to the bad smell.
I mean,
No, to the nice smell.
but
Yeah,
I can't smell anything. I've got a cold.
You've just
told us to-
rolled a 27. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's weird that actually.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So I reckon let's go away from Shitty Land.
Yeah.
I
because
would
we've-
agree with
shit.
this
We've
because
piled
that's probably
through
just a sewer or some shit.
we piled through some waste already
exactly.
today. We got a sewer for and an archive. I wonder if they've got a locker room here as well.
Well, I mean, I was wondering this because the Boggards got in somehow, so I wonder if it does have it's clearly been abandoned for some time. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
it
some
must have.
access to the sewers or something like that that's backed up.
And maybe it has been, sort of corrupted, broken up somehow, and now all of the city's shit is just like coming out through that.
Yeah.
Out through that
I don't know.
like
I don't know
that.
about you, but we're meeting a lot of gloops right at the moment, and the last thing we want is like to meet a shitty gloop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
wait,
don't want to
Shania.
be shit gloop. No.
You
No,
were
shitty
having a
gloops are not the
poop.
one.
You were having a poop earlier, weren't you?
Are you saying I did not have a goopy poop? Was not goopy poops.
Oh,
No, it was just normal poops.
not goopy.
Also,
Right, let's have a look.
Also,
let's have
James,
a look at
I'd
this
just like
door
to
then.
commend
Oh,
us
sorry.
and just go like, do you know what? We got through that room of boggards and lizards without killing anybody, without starting a fight, without doing anything violent. We just walked, gave out some food, and fucked off. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Saved
This
by
is-
my pocket meat.
This is the new us, yeah? We've been
Yeah.
talking about this. It's great.
Maybe. Also, I think this place has got 2 levels. So if you were stashing something in an archive, wouldn't you keep it above? Would you? Velda, you know wizardly archives and things like that. Isn't that a thing that, he's distracted with a stone? He loves them rocks. Yeah, I reckon if we find
He
a
does love
staircase
them
and we
rocks,
go
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
there's
I think-
2 levels, right, Dan?
We definitely got
There
up,
are,
yeah.
yes. You reckon there's another? Looking from the outside, it looks like there's a second level, but the second level is kind of smaller than the first level.
Another level.
Sits on top of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Another level.
Another level and the rock are all in this.
Let's
Amazing.
go to the non-smelly door and
Yeah.
open it.
You head to the non-smelly door, set of double doors. You push it open, and inside the room, it's a kind of looks like it wants a scribing chamber. There are 5 slabs protruding from the walls, about 3 feet from the floor. There are carvings of scrolls in the walls above each of the slabs, although whatever was once carved on these scrolls has long since worn away. So there are 5 slabs, 5 scrolls over them. There is a set of double doors down to the south. There are some filthy-looking sleeping mats lying around it. And standing in the room, there are 4 ferocious-looking Boggards wearing armour and clutching clubs, looking
shit.
fairly mean. And leaning against one of the slabs, talking to the other Boggards, is another Boggard wearing a brassiere and stockings, with its belly kind of hanging over the top of its undergarments. As you approach, the one in stockings just looks up at you as you open the door and goes,
Wait. And then I go over and I slowly peel each finger off my Diamante gloves and go, and then I sort of put them in my hands and sort of kneel down and then gesture towards this Boggard with the brassiere on.
Tim Boggard says, "Who are you?"
For you.
For me.
I was going to use them in a bloody carbonara act.
Oh, sorry. This is just gonna work. Don't worry.
What, even though it chewed all the bits off?
Yeah.
Here. And then I gesture again for her to pick them up.
None of you have ever brought me such a gift. There's the Boggard to the others. There was like, dickhead.
That one said dickhead.
He knows dickhead in common.
There are some common words.
Yeah.
I bet it means
also, I forgot that you speak, you, milady, speak common as well.
Yes, I do.
What is your beauteous name?
I am Gulga, the most beautiful Boggard in all of the tribe.
Oh.
All of the other Boggards do my will, for I am so pleasing to their eyes.
You are very pleasing, I must say.
Yeah, she reaches down and just takes the gloves from you and tries to put them onto her enormous, sticky, padded hands, and they just kind of rip. And she just kind of pulls them on, and as they're kind of just ripped up gloves, already with bits of Diamante and bits of bite mark where Fulton's chewed them. And just kind of pulls them on. And he's like, "Look at my beautiful hands!" And then she looks past Fulton at all of you in the doorway and is like, "And what gifts have you brought me?"
Give her a gift.
Why'd you go to me first? Surely Bob has got a better gift than I. I've got to look through my character sheet.
I bring you food from above.
Wait, hang on, Fulton. Before we start giving her gifts, what's she going to get us? What are we giving her gifts? Is she older to the door or something?
I guess they're going to let us have a look at the fucking slabs with the scrolls on.
Yeah, well, we don't have to fight them otherwise.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm up for that. I'm up for
Yeah.
non-violence. I just want to make sure that is the only two options we have: either give gifts or fight. In which case, I'll give gifts. But if there's right, fine. Do you know what? Here's a jawbone from a drake that I killed.
Oh, what is it for?
It's for a headpiece. Yeah, you could wear it. Actually, I've just thought of a great act. No, never mind. All right, just you can put that on your head like a tiara, like a toothy tiara. That's what it's called. It's called a toothy tiara, and it gives you +1 to charisma.
I accept your toothy tiara. Goliath puts it on her head.
Velda.
And starts balancing it.
Velda, give us something, quick.
I did. I gave her some meat, some snacks, rations.
Can I just confirm that we haven't given away the coupon that was like 250 Kibwe bucks?
No, we were going to give that. I was going to give that to Welby, and then you all said no, so we kept it.
Yeah, right. I was just going to hand it over.
No.
Do it.
Do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. That's 200 gold pieces worth.
Who gives a fuck, man?
Why don't we find out?
Why? No.
Yeah.
Why? She would appreciate it anyway.
No. If I wasn't allowed to give it to Welby, then we're not giving it
must
to
have something else.
Goopy.
Well,
Why not?
Okay,
Like,
fine.
Could
all
help.
right, I won't
That'd
give
be
him 250 gold blooming Kibwe bucks then.
someone who's literally just
Shania,
going to eat it or whatever. No, don't be
Yeah,
ridiculous.
okay. Shania looks at Philop and then looks at Jam Jam and then looks at Philop and looks at Jam Jam.
Jam.
And finally grabs Jam Jam and says, this is a fleshy servant for you.
All the dangerlings are like, no!
So much art.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, Jam Jam, are you happy to go with the Boggards? You like them?
No, I don't want to.
that is from all of us.
No, wait. There's no. Come on. He said.
Oh.
Yeah, he says doesn't want to go. Yeah.
I love him. She takes him off you and just gives him a big squeeze.
That's it.
This is a sentient gift
maybe
that does not wish to be given.
Sorry, not sure there's much we can do about this now. Jam Jam, it's been a pleasure. Bye.
No way. No. Come on. Sentience of consent.
What?
Jam Jam, are you happy with that, or do you, what's your take on that?
Honestly, I've never been happy.
That's kind of what I thought.
Not really an answer, is it?
Oh, it's breaking my ribs.
You are so funny. He just drops him on the floor, like kind of picks him up and then drops him on the floor.
It's like Christmas at Ross's.
Picks him up.
You're my favourite. Now you're my favourite.
I don't know. I think she's going to hurt him.
I don't know if we can do this actually.
Here, would you like instead? Caragor gets out all of his useless arrows. Goes, look at these. They've got different ends on them. Look, this one's a holy one, but that's got a little trinket on it. This one's an incendiary one. Don't rub that too hard. And this one, it's a whistler. That makes a noise. Caragor strikes on the ground and goes.
Oh. She takes it from you immediately and just hits it on the ground and watches it wide-eyed as it makes noises.
You can have 9 more of them, and Caragor hands over 9 arrows and just gently scoops Jam Jam back towards Shania.
And
give me a thievery check to try and grab Jam Jam.
Fair enough.
Bubba,
That's 12 hours.
What?
give her a cozy cabin.
It'll last for a couple of minutes.
No, it lasts for like 17 hours.
Like 24
Fair
hours.
enough. I got a dirty 20 on the thievery check.
Dirty 20, that is enough to beat her perception. You sweep the now disgusting, slimy Jam Jam off the floor while she's playing with the dagger, the arrows, and shove him in your bag.
Do you have it prepared, Bubba?
Why are we doing
I've
this?
got everything prepared, man.
Beauteous, whatever her name is.
Why are we doing this? I don't understand
You
what
need
this is for.
a kingdom for your...
No, wait, we need to check this with Sharp.
I did ask.
Well, it is so. Beauteous creature, most greatest Boggart of all. May we have a look at the scrolls and stuff behind you?
Look,
What seems that the scrawny man does not appreciate my beauty.
The scrawny man. No, he loves you.
No, he does.
Felder,
He loves you.
Give her something.
Well, I can't give her magic.
That's shit. Do you summon magic?
What?
No, they like food. They
I
like food.
think I do not have
Dude,
dancing
dancing
lights.
lights.
I gave her a hunting trophy and some cool arrows. You gave us some jerky.
I tried to give her a sentient pet, but it's not worked out.
No, but
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not really much of a sort of knick-knack kind of person.
What about your tent? Give her your tent.
All right. No, I'm not giving my tent. All right, here we go. Here's some dancing lights. Ooh, look. And he casts dancing lights. They slowly float around the room. There we are. Ooh.
Can I wear them?
Yes, if you like. He makes them sort of like appear around her neck and sort of slowly rotate.
Ah, they are beautiful.
Yes.
I'll wear them forever.
No. But, if I...
no, yes, you
Well,
know.
no,
what
no,
it
the thing
is.
is,
It will be forever.
Yes.
Ever.
Unless you're... Yes.
Forever.
And
Yeah.
ever.
Will they only remain
Ever.
while you maintain them?
No, they only remain whilst you are nice to them. So you've got
Just-
to be nice to them.
Deception.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Here we go. That is my better of the skills. That's the third 9 I've rolled this evening. It is a 17.
It's not bad.
17. Well, the good news is I realised just after a roll or bad moon, it's not an opposed check in 2nd edition, because that was a natural 20 right there. But we take it away. It goes against her will DC, and her will DC, I'm afraid, beats that by some way. Yes. You lied to me. This magic will only remain with you. Therefore, you must stay with me.
Okay, great. That's even better than Jam Jam.
Do you remember, Velda, when you tried to get us to give the other people Fulton? Look how it's come round now, Velda. Look how it's all come round to you.
So you stay here.
I'm not staying here.
And can we have a look at the scrolls now? Is that okay?
No, wait.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, great. Good.
She
Thank
goes
you.
over and just runs a
Exalted
slimy
one.
finger down Velda's face.
No.
Stop saying no, Velda.
I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm not staying here. You won't like my other tricks. They'll make you sort of explode and set you on fire and things, which I'm very tempted to
He's
do.
never
with the
got
rest of
message,
my
though.
patrons
Don't ask him to
right
prepare
now.
a message. He'll never do it.
No, I have message. It just doesn't go any further than 100 feet, you
don't
don't. How many
stop,
times
anything like that.
must I tell you?
Anything
How many
useful,
times
he hasn't
must I
got it.
tell you?
All right, so be prepared.
You
The Wizard of Disappointment.
continuously
that's his
think
school.
that you can message someone a different fucking
It's
concept. But you
anticlimax.
can't. It's
That's what it's
100
called.
feet. You are such a dolt. Such a dolt.
This is going extraordinarily well. Shania goes and has a look at the scrolls and the stuff.
I'm leaving. And Velda sort of walks past and just sort of walks across the room. Goes to walk across the room.
As you walk away from her, the four apparently male Boggards kind of hem you into the corner of the room.
Okay, wait.
And just kind of
Fuck's
glare
sake.
at you.
Let me try and.
They're like, blah, 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 blah.
Wait.
Excuse me, fair lady.
Speak to me like that.
This scholar has given you truly the greatest gift of all. He has given you beauty. But true beauty is not permanent and is indeed liminal and temporary. If things existed forever, they would lose their beauty. And surely that is the greatest temporary gift that someone can give you.
Also, you can have a cozy cabin.
I don't.
Shania's already looking at this. She said we can look, right? So,
Yeah, we're already looking at.
I mean, I'm already
Fine.
checking the stuff out. But
All
do
right,
feel free to carry on, guys.
Yeah. So just let's have a quick recap of where everyone is while you're looking into it in this room. So far, Bubba, Shania, Philippe, Fulton and Caragor have made it past the ring of Boggards and are kind of in the room looking at the signs. Velda is kind of hemmed into the corner along with Welby, who is just standing in the corner passively waiting for the danger to pass. While there is sort of a ring of Boggards around them that Caragor is now negotiating with. Right, so Shania, how do you want to look at this this scroll? It looks like a blank stone scroll up on the wall.
Do you think I need what to?
Tell me what you want to do. You want to just try and have a look at it, see if you can figure out how it works?
Yeah, I mean, does it have anything written on it, or?
Doesn't appear to. It looks, when you look around the edges of it, it looks like there is a slight kind of an indentation around the side of it, like you reckon you could push it.
Okay, what about the rest of them? Do they look the same?
The others have the same kind of thing. It looks like they can be pushed as well.
Okay. Can I like roll a perception on it and make sure I've found out everything I could possibly know? Like, you know,
Give me an arcana.
An arcana. Okay. All right. Well, that is 21.
A 21. I was not expecting that.
Well, I rolled a natch 20, so
Nice.
I love it.
I've only got one in Arcana.
So you know that you feel like pushing one of them on. They seem to have a light spell. So you kind of push one of them, it goes in, it lights up, and then you push it again and it goes off like a light switch.
Right.
But you realise through some strands of energy that seem to crackle between them that they seem to be connected. You feel like if perhaps all of them were activated, if all 5 of them were lit up, then it could potentially overload the room.
Right.
And it might be too much power for them to simply contain.
Okay, so guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, but these things appear to be connected with power, and I'm pretty sure that if they were all engaged, it would be a bit too much for this room. I don't know exactly what that would mean, but it's perhaps not a great idea. But what does that mean to us?
Why
Any
would we want to
ideas?
overload the room?
Well, no, I'm not.
I'm a bit busy right now, being hemmed in by Boggards to give us my attention. I'm afraid.
That's fine.
All
I
right,
wasn't
we'll
talking
be with
to
you in a
about
minute. Yeah, we'll get you some.
Okay.
Just relax.
Yeah, you just stay there.
I'm not very, very relaxed.
Keep doing your lights, making your maps.
Did my impassioned speech about the temporal nature of beauty ease her mind on keeping Velda Cairnblight?
Where Caragol gets these words from? Like, he's a man of the wilds. He's got like a word a day calendar now and then.
I have been in more cities than I care to. I've been in so many urban centres with all kinds of performing things and this lot.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. If there's anything he's going to know about, it's the transient nature of beauty from working in theatre. Give me your choice, diplomacy or perform, because you're kind of leaning on your performance.
That might have to be a diplomacy, because this is a negotiating thing. 17?
17, okay. She's like, but he has not given me a good present.
Well, I have a good present. Given the transient nature of beauty and how everything changes, you're going to need some help. And I have a wonderful manservant right here who's going to help you. Welby Stepford, you're going to stay here and serve.
Velda Cairnblight. In an effort to stop you being taken by this lady and her troops, you just hand it over to someone far less equipped.
He's got a choice, haven't you, Welby? Even though you seem to do everything that you're not supposed to. So off you go.
One of the other Boggards, one of the warriors, just goes, I know this guy. I used to sleep in one of his beer vats.
We met you.
We've got history.
Yeah, he's got a brewery.
Yeah.
Why didn't you stay there?
You could get free drinks at his brewery. How about that? There's my gift.
Free drinks
My gift
for
is
life.
Free drinks at the brewery. The can't remember what it's called.
Done deal, says Welby.
There we are. You see, all's good.
You can have a stake in. You can invest in the business if you like.
You should stop saying that. You've got to stop.
Well, yeah. You're cutting your cake very thin, man.
What if we do 80-20 in your favour?
You don't know what that means, do you?
Everything else is 80-20. I've just been going with it. So that means that from all of the takings, the Church of Caden Cadian takes 80%, and then from that, from the remaining 20%, 80% goes to the Danger Club, and from the 20% that's left of that, 80% of that goes to the Boggard Queen, and I get everything that's left to reinvest in the business. Thank you so much, my friends. You've completely turned my business around. I never used to have numbers like this.
You can have our 80%. Well, now you do. Honest. It's all yours.
See, he's better off with the Boggards. He's a disaster.
You can do maths, I can't. That's probably a very bad number he's left himself with, isn't it?
That's a terrible
number. A very bad pyramid scheme, man.
Basically, what's 20% of fuck all?
Yeah, okay,
that's what he's looking at.
Like, do they know numbers, the Boggards? Are they really?
No.
Are we going to take any of the? No, we're just going to leave and not worry about it. So he has lost nothing. Just let him look after the Boggards. They will have fun together.
Yeah, but the last time they had fun with the Boggard, it went to sleeping in his ale barrel and poisoned all his ale and made his business completely redundant. And
well, I mean, if that happens again, what the hell, you know? Like, they can all go and have a Boggart party together, okay?
You weren't there, Shania. Didn't see it.
Yeah,
you're right.
Didn't see it with your own eyes.
It turned that ale into slurry.
Very well. Let's go back to the brewery, and you you can settle. You can have my room. I'll sleep on the floor. And thank you so much, my friends.
Yeah.
You've made such a difference to my life.
No worries.
See you later.
So
Thank you. I'll try not to get in any deeper than I need to with anything.
Are the Boggards
Why do
going
I
with
feel
him?
like you're like doing like a goodbye speech before you die or
That
something?
feels very
No,
much
no,
exactly
I'm
like
just-
what's happening, yeah.
We're just leaving. I'm just all right, we'll head back and I'll try not to do. Here, he turns to Golgren and says, "Here is my mother's wedding ring. Please marry me. I'm so lonely." Golgren's like, "Ooh," and puts it on and picks him up, puts him over his shoulder and marches out of the room, followed by the 4 Boggards.
There we go.
Velda Clenbright.
Great.
Matchmaker.
Bye, Boggards.
There we are.
Bye.
See, look at that. There.
He's just married into power. That was a
Welcome to
marriage
the
of, upwardly mobile.
Have a love. Well, welcome to the wedding.
She definitely married down. And believe it or not, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Congratulations!
Very
Oh my
nice.
god.
Well, that was an interesting story I wasn't expecting.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's James Foxy Lockhart here, letting you know that this week's episode was made possible by our fabulous patrons, and especially our Dangerling of the Week. It's Libby Abnett! Oh, you are the best. Thank you so much for your support, and to get your name on the show, go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. What could be simpler?